I mean, seriously, what could go wrong? This should just be fine. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Guess what? I'm going to do something a little different this time. I just watched a video by Aardvark Games, who's also a YouTuber, and he also does the Railroads Online. And he just did uh, uh, a new industry where he built a new industry up here and to the iron mine on the Pine Valley map. And during his broadcast, he made the comment, "Oh, some guys are better at laying out parallel tracks than I am," and I was like, "Oh, I am." I was actually clicking on his video screen trying to control his mouse, so I thought what I would do is, uh, first off, I want to say it's fine how he builds his layout. Everybody can, this is their own game. They can build it how they want. But I thought what I would do is share some knowledge, share the knowledge on how I lay my parallel tracks. And so this is kind of more of a tutorial than it is. Now, unfortunately, um, this is take two because I had a microphone malfunction and I have to start all over again. So I did already clear out some of the trees. I'm going to talk a little bit about how I clear out trees, which is a little different. But see, all of this is still kind of the same as he did. He started his broadcast up in the hill here, which which I'm going to do the same thing. I thought it was absolutely fun what he did. I mean, come on, Aardvark, you crack me up all the time. I wish I could LOL during your broadcast. I try to leave some comments. So anyway, he put in a telegraph station up here, which normally I would put it down on the ground, but he likes doing this Geronimo jump off of. I thought that was funny. All right, so let's start how he did. The first thing he did was he went through, deleted all the trees down this track, and he laid in this wall track. So in order to save some time, I'm just going to start pretty much right where he left off in laying the wall track here. Now, his first attempt, he went too far in, and that led to uh, too much of a curve on the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a little farther back. But before I do this, we got to set out our base track. I can't start doing this first. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I do have a base track here, which is already aligned, but I wanted to lay it again for you because I want to share some hints, tips, and tricks and cheats. So one of the cheats is most everybody runs their track out to here, to the end of the platform, and then they press click. You don't have to do that. There's a trick here. Because the curves don't begin right away. You could come, especially on unloading platforms, you'd come to half of this platform. All right. And same thing on the other side. Well, this one's already at half, really. No, it's not. It's at the very end. But just for sake of being consistent, I'll put this little piece in that makes it half, right? Right. There we are. So that's half and that's half. All right. Next thing he did was after he did that, he put in a curved track. And my curve's going to be much different because I'm not as close to the cliff. So when you're coming in this way, uh, we'll come all the way around. And let's see, yeah, 400, 200, 130. So his was at 36. So I'm going to go to the one mode and go 36. I think it was 36 that he had. It might have been, yeah, I think it was 36 he had. So that's kind of a tight curve. It's better than 30. Anything's better than 30. But see, the exact same location by making it at the midpoint, that gives you some more. So I can extend this out to that magic 40. 40 is a good one, but I'm going to go even farther out. And I'm going to go as much up to that cliff as I can and come all the way to the end here. and click that in. I could even go even more. I could go 40, looks like 44. I could even go, but we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. So 43, I think it was. All right, now on this part here, he went all the way straight out. Yeah, he went straight out. So let's line this back up. Go to my 100 kicks and line that to 0. Yes, come on, give us a 0 key. Make it 7 or make it 0. We should just press 0 and make it straight. Okay, so what he did is he went out here and he ran it all the way out till it got about here where it started uh coming up off the ground there. So I'm going to do the same thing because this is where I'm going to show you my tips and tricks and what I'm doing. So first and foremost, I'm going to start off with the number 2. I usually run everything in number 2 anyway. No jokes. I don't need any number 2 jokes. But anyway, so we're going to come out to about here where it starts dipping down because this is where he ran into his first challenge. When you put these switches down, so how are we looking? We're looking good that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in with let's see, that is a left switch, so we're going to use the left. Okay, but not that one. We're going to put it. Oh, why does it do that? Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Uh, maybe if I rotate it, that will fix it. Yeah, that fixed it. Okay, so not that one, this one. Okay, so we're going to link this. That's where we want it to go. And then you put a second one. And then here is where the problem was. Oh, that looks horrible. Don't you agree? That's just not right. Okay. That drives me batty too. Because that's not railroads online. We need you to extend the switches down a little bit more. However, his solution was to come back here and go down 1%. And having a yard on a hill is actually kind of dangerous in railroad online because sometimes the tracks get the trains become unconnected when you save a game and then they start rolling down the grades. I've had that happen a couple times. We're going to come back to this because I'm going to show you a few tricks on what I do to make this work, and I hope you're going to enjoy that. All right. So now that we have our base track almost in, I said almost because we need to join it up to the other track up here. And again, halfway on this curve. So I'm going to go halfway. So coming back here, I have plenty of room now to add these left switches. So I'm going to consider, uh, let's see, cruise safety. Can we put a switch here? Will it go off the cliff? Let's see, will it work? If it doesn't look right, again, let's check this. Does that look bad? It does indeed. Okay, so that's bad. Uh-oh, now I'm in trouble. Help me, Mr. Rogers. What do I do? I gotta crawl back up the cliff. Oh, there I am. Okay. I guess I could. Yeah, see, that looks bad there. So let's go back to widescreen mode. All right, let's delete that switch here because of that switch stand. Okay, delete that. And then let's put in the left inside versus left outside. Problem solved. All right. So on this one, we can put left outside. So left outside. All right. There we are. We have them both done. Now, here comes the trick. This will really help you, all of you, lay better parallel tracks. So the trick is come in here and put a crossing down as a guide. We're going to delete that one right away. But we have two tracks, so we're going to put two crossings down that are going to be aligned with that track. Okay, so again, I say delete these right away because you don't want to connect to these directly. Okay, next, so those are locked in place. They are good to go. So now what we want to do is we want to come all the way to this piece of track right here. And we don't even have to delete the track. Okay, all we have to do is come in. Here's another trick I learned. You can actually put a crossing on top of it so you don't have to delete your track. See right there. And again, we have two tracks, so we put two crossings and two crossings. Okay. And now, before we forget, we delete this original guide. So, oh, I have it on all. I don't want all. I want Rails since I'm kind of close. No, not groundwork. I want it on Rails. Okay. Rails. All right. So put that crosshair on it and we want to delete just that rail. There it goes. Okay. See, the original track is untouched and our guides are now in place. So that is really, really kind of cool. So which way should we start? Should we start from this direction or that direction? We're already here, so let's do this one. All right, so the first one I'm going to do is this one here. And I'm just going to use, they have circle mode. I don't know what they call this. I call it walkout mode. And I usually do a little dance with it like that to figure out if it'll work. And let's walk that out in walkout mode. And drop that one in. And let's see if that is, look how beautiful that is. Switches are said to be at 77-meter radius curve. So 77 is the magic number to remember. And that is less than 77. So that, and we know that one is 43. So let's run out the other ones. Same thing. We'll just take this one here and connect that one up. Uh, and connect that one. And while we're here, take this one and connect this one. Walk it out to this one. And now, what do we have? Folks, we have the beginnings of three very parallel tracks. Look at that. And a nice gentle curves. Now, again, my religion, delete these as fast as you can. Try not to keep those because once the rails are in place, you're already aligned. So let's walk these out. And they should be absolutely smack dab straight on because we used the guide on the other track. See how fast we can do this? It's actually a fast method of laying track. Look, okay, get that link. All right, let's go. Let's go. There it goes. All right, let's go. Let's attach it. And again, there's our throat of the yard. And oh my God, it's a thing of beauty. It is a thing of beauty. Okay, so now again, what's my rule? Delete these as soon as you can. Because these tracks are already aligned. And so once these are aligned, you don't need those cheater crossovers to do that. Okay, now part 2 of the lesson, folks. Okay, this one is real key. I'm going to use hand puppets here. When you're laying track, if you use that walkout mode, it doesn't make a consistent curve. It makes a curve that's like this. When you use the circle mode, it makes a nice curved track. So I want to demonstrate that here a little bit. I'll show it to you exactly how that is. So first, let's do the walkout mode. And we'll just take a piece of track and we'll walk it out and we'll connect it. Oh no, I can't do that yet. Why? Because I didn't lay out my guides here. So I don't have my guides. All right. Uh, got ahead of myself. So let's put out the guides here because we need guides for every part of the turn. So there, and we have two tracks. So we need two heaters. There we go. And we delete this one as soon as we can. Delete it, delete it, delete it. You don't want to forget and run your train over that. Boom. See? Tracks intact. That's such a cool feature. All right, let's run these straights. These aren't so bad because these will just attach. Now, the nice thing about this, because we're using the larger piece of track, it'll cover this side to some degree, okay? With the groundwork. There, see like that. Let's run the second one from this piece of track. Let's run this second one and you'll see most of that disappear. But I have another trick for you. Let's run this one. Ah, hmm. Well, let's just run it, see what it looks like. Excuse me. Oh, so sorry about that. Hope you didn't hear that. I need a quick mute button. All right, let's see what that one looks like. See, this is what I was hesitant about. I don't like that curve. See, that's not so parallel. That's not the parallelness that we need. To make it parallel, what we need to do is come here and put a little piece of track. Come here and make a piece of track that's absolutely straight. Okay, so we're gonna use the curve mode and I'm gonna take this out to the end of this switch right here. See that right there? That's the end of the switch. And so that's close enough for that to come straight out. And now from here, we'll do the walkout mode and spline mode here. And we'll come in and connect that to our cheater piece. And let's get the, where is it? Where is it? Come on. There it is. There's the link. Okay, now that we have our two pieces of track, look at how parallel that is. That is so much better. That is so much better. Okay, delete these as soon as we can. So delete and delete. And so now we have two raw ends of three parallel tracks facing three parallel tracks on this side. And so what I was going to say is uh, now back to where I left off. Uh, if we just do the walkout spline mode like this, we come over and attach it here. It's not going to give us a perfect circle. It does some weird stuff. It comes around and it starts out gentle, like here. It starts out gentle, but then it goes sharper. That's not goodness. Okay, that is not good. So what we do, I'll leave it in place for now, but it's better to just come in and use circle mode. And so we'll do that. We'll come and use circle mode and we'll come around this curve and come all the way up to about here. I recommend you do like a quarter, but first we try to get it as close as we can. Okay. Because it only does 90. See where it got stuck back there at 90? So let's go to 10 clicks. There's our 10 click mode. Let's go to one click. There's our one click there. That's looking better. All right, let's come back and see how our alignment is coming. Look at that. Look at that. It's smack dab right on. That's 39. That's 40 is too much. 39 right about here is really, really good. So I'm just going to come back about this far with this 39. And I'm just going to leave a little gap here because it's not right on. But that is now a consistent curve. And you can see the variance between the constant curve and that spline curve. So we got to do this one too. But first, let's finish this track because I get too excited. Get too excited. Okay, let's finish this track. Click. Okay, see, it would be off by that much, but we'll just use the walkabout mode and click. And let's take a look at that. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Little, hmm, it'll work. I'm not 100% satisfied with that. Uh, but, but it's narrow gauge. Seriously, go to Laws Museum, just a couple miles out of Bishop, where they still have the original Southern Pacific narrow gauge yard, there, and oh my God, they currently run trains on that track. It's that's pretty crazy. All right, so we're gonna come in here, walk this one out with curve mode. See, it's almost there. So we're going to go to one ticks. So 33, 31, 34. Oh, look at that. This is beautiful right here. Look at that. Right there. We can come out a little bit and then back this off. Yeah, we can back that off a bit. 39 is good. 40 is too much, but I like 40. So I'm gonna back off here and do the same thing. Come off here and put that right about there. And let's connect this one up. So by using the hard curve versus the walkabout mode, see, look at that, that is almost right on. And we'll just click that in. Let's see how, oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Look at that. See, just by adding that one little gap there. All right, let's walk up on the hill here. Try to get a view. How's that, folks? Uh, Challenge accepted. There's some parallel rails there. Wow. Okay, I like saving trees, but this one's got to go just for my sorry, buddy. That's nice. Ooh, tornado tree. All right. There it is. Look at that. We have perfectly parallel, a lot of real estate being used here. It's there it is. Look at that, all the way down through here. All right, so the other part that he did was oh, I haven't finished something. Hold on. We got to come through here. Let's finish the badness that's down here. So remember this? This is where we started the video. All right. This is easily fixed. There is a good fix, and it actually looks good too. So first off, I'm gonna put a piece of track down, a straight piece of track. And if you remember, he did a 1% grade down. And do I want that curved? It really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna put a blank piece of curved track right here for right now. But what I want is I want that deeper fill. And the reason I want that deeper fill is because we're now going to create what I call a primary fill. A primary fill. So the primary fill is what the railroad would lay down first. They would lay down a primary fill. And so what I did is I selected groundwork, and I selected the groundwork here, and make sure now here's why I laid down that piece of track. By using that crosshair, the higher you raise this on the existing groundwork, the more it raises that ground fill. I could add this ground fill all the way to the top here, or I could do the primary ground fill, like I said before, uh, which would be just down here. And we would extend that out. And then what we would do, instead of curving that out that way, we would just curve that to here. Okay, I'll go half because this is like track. You can lay different pieces down. And then what I would do here is I would turn it in. So it looks like it fills. All right, let's see how that looks. Let's see. So this is what a real railroad would do. They would lay a bottom fill, a primary fill, and it fills in. Look at that. There it is. That fixes. Now, is this one fixed? No, it's not fixed. Okay, but this one's even easier to fix because all we can do, again, use the groundwork. I like using number 3, but I guess you could use number 2. It doesn't really. I don't know if it's more of a graphics load. Why did they even make the difference? But anyway, I'm yakking. That's what I do. Uh, Come in, put that in one mode. There we go. And so this one is even easier. We can come in a little closer with this one. And we can just do that and extend that one out. Again, we can turn that in. It's just like a piece of track. Turn that in. Oh, I'm in one mode. Let's go to 10 mode. Okay, there we go. There, see that? Close that gap. And we could curve it in so it's nice. Looks like it was built up. There you go. See, it's built up. So it's like coming around the curve. I'm just going to press the button because I know it's perfect. Yep, it's perfect. That's exactly what. If you don't want this little end on it here, and you want it curved in, you could do, you could go in and do the same thing. Add another little, oop, not a track, but you could. I'm just going to leave it for now, because I want to get to the next part. The next part was adding uh, a water tower. So I don't know where you put the water tower, but this is a good place on track 1 here. We could put a water tower here. So I'm going to put my favorite water tower, which is this one. And yeah, see how it's floating here? Again, that's because of the cursor. So if you look in the rail, let's see, can I highlight it? Do, 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 do. I don't know if I can. Yeah, my highlighter's not working. So right above that, there's a small little X. And wherever that X is where the building height is going to be. So see, it goes down because the X, so it's way off in calibration, the way they made the game. So see, it's ground, it's in the hill, but when I put it on the hill, then it's way up. So Desert Charlie, what's your great idea to fix this? Well, there's a couple ways we can do this. One, make sure that you're not on the rail. Come down to the grass where you want that to be, and you can put that on the grass and do sidestep. Use the D or the A key, and you can get it kind of close that way. But the other way to do that, let's delete this for right now. The other way you can do it is again the same way the railroads would do it. Lay your foundation first. Come in and grab your ground level here, and you can bring these right up to the track. But if you cover the track, your train's going to derail. You have to make sure the spikes are visible. Okay, so there's the spikes, and so I'm going to turn that piece around, facing the direction I want. Okay, let's go to one mode again, so I can get that lined up. All right, so we can put this piece on, and I'm going to put it up right to the rails right here. Okay, so that's where the first foundation, and it doesn't have to be that long. So we'll go a little straight here. Oh, it's actually on a curve. It's about 330, it says on the curve. Let's make that straight. Okay, that's straight. Okay, doesn't have to be that long. Now, once that first piece is done, okay, that grade is done. Now come in and put your building on that. because again, it's where that mouse cursor is. So I'm going to grab my favorite tower. See, it's right where that tower is. And which way is that pipe? I think it's 90 off, right? Yeah, it's 90 degrees off. So we got to turn that 90 degrees. Oh, jeez, that's too much. Uh, Star. Yeah, there we go. Now this one rotates really weird. It's like going around a curve. So I'm spinning this one all the way around. So my cursor is again right up on the track here. I'm going to sidestep using the D key because it's now the same height as the track. Okay. And did I make it too high? I think I made it too high. I think I did because this normally works perfectly. Okay. Come in, come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. All right. You know what? Tell you what, I'm going to work with that. I'm going to keep that. Yeah, see, that's too close. Line that up. All right, I'm going to work with this. Let's just out of sake of proving a point. All right, so we're going to drop it right there. It is floating in the air. That is not good. But again, we've laid out our preliminary uh, road bed. And when we're done, this is going to look just fine. So we're going to add another piece here. And this one's going to be a little raised over the last one. Now see how I can control? I can control where it's raised because again, it's where that cursor is. And I could even make it look a little better by offsetting it here. I can come back. I don't have to make it exactly even. Let's see how this looks. We're gonna come in here, drop that piece, run it out again short. It doesn't have to be the whole distance because look at that. It looks even better. All right, one more piece. And that should finish that piece off. Again, same thing, just raise it up. Sometimes you have to step on the actual piece. But there it is. It looks like it'll probably take two more pieces or one more piece. Right. We can put that one in. We can make that one even a little shorter. And then if you're absolutely a perfectionist, of which I am, we're going to add one more. And there, look at that. Look at that. And we can make that one even shorter all the way to the pylon right there. And so now it's like a nice curved out. Let's walk back and take a look at our water tower. There it is. Our water tower is nice and put up. And you can adjust these. I mean, this is kind of nice, like a nice little walk area there. The reason I like this water tower is because of this spout. This spout is really cool uh, because I can take this and come on, put it right about in the middle of the track there, turn the water on. Let's check to see if it's aligned up. It's so much easier to line this one up than it is the other ones. And so, yeah, there we go. That is perfect right there. I don't think I can make it to the other track. No, can't make it to the other track, but I can put that right halfway on that track. So we are wasting water here. All right. What'd you think? Let me know in the comments that I'm a snob or I did a good thing or that's you could do it better and or you already knew those tips and tricks and all that. But there we are. We have like three very very cool uh parallel tracks and they're very gentle throats entering and exiting the map. Now, I just loaded this map for this challenge. I haven't gone to the log. I haven't added any new equipment. I just loaded this map because I saw Aardvark Games uh, make this make this area up here. I absolutely loved his Geronimo telegraph station here. That was that was really cool. I want to slide down this. I I can't slide down this, but I wanted to because I thought that would be kind of cool. No, can't do it. But anyway, am I stuck in there now? No. All right, jump. Yay! All right, Aardvark, I give you a +1 point for that one. I really like it. Uh, and so there you go. There is the method I use for laying parallel tracks and making my curves a little gentler. And as you can see, this curve does not affect the loading and unloading of the cars, especially the unloading, like this one, doesn't affect it, but it does buy you so much more real estate, especially when you have uh, a tight turn. We could have even used more of a turn here. And you can use this groundworks to cover up a bad track like this. This looks much better now, and so forth. So yay! I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to go over and give me one of those likes and subscribes on our famous little engine. I am the Space Pope from EVE Online, but I'm enjoying Railroads Online. And my whole idea of doing this was, again, not to put Aardvark down. I thought it was a fun, friendly little way of sharing knowledge and making our game better for everybody. To share my knowledge on how I do it. Uh, and I enjoy watching his screens. I put his streams. I put a link in the video there in my comments. So my Pinky Cam is offline right now. I'm getting a new monitor tomorrow, and Pinky Cam will be back. So Pinky will be back on air with us real soon. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Uh, thanks a lot for joining me in this experiment and this tutorial on how to lay parallel tracks in Railroads Online. All right. Thanks.